In the United States, political, legal and foreign policy developments continue to unfold alongside escalating tensions in the Middle East, as the Trump administration faces both diplomatic challenges abroad and growing debates at home. Violence persisted across much of the Middle East despite US President Donald Trump claiming Washington was engaged in very good talks with Iran aimed at ending the regional war soon. Iranian missile barrages struck Israel, Gulf Arab states and northern Iraq on Tuesday, while Israeli and US warplanes carried out continued strikes across Tehran and other targets inside Iran. Meanwhile, the United States is preparing to deploy airborne troops to the region, signaling rising military readiness even as diplomatic messaging suggests progress. In domestic politics, Democrats secured a surprise victory in Florida by flipping a state house seat located in the district that includes Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence. Democratic candidate Emily Gregory defeated Republican John Maples, who had been endorsed by the president. Trump himself voted in the race through a mail-in ballot, despite repeatedly criticizing the voting method as fraudulent during recent campaign events. Diplomatic maneuvering surrounding potential US-Iran talks has also drawn international involvement, with Pakistani sources suggesting US Vice President J.D. Vance could serve as Washington's chief negotiator if negotiations proceed. Iranian officials have reportedly rejected engaging with Trump's Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff or former advisor Jared Kushner, who previously led nuclear negotiations with Tehran. At home, federal workers continue to face uncertainty as Transportation Security Administration employees enter their sixth week without pay during the ongoing Department of Homeland Security shutdown. The situation has been complicated further by the deployment of immigration enforcement personnel into airports, adding pressure on already strained staff. Legal battles over immigration policy also moved forward at the US Supreme Court, where justices appeared sympathetic to the Trump administration's argument that authorities should be allowed to turn away asylum seekers when crossings at the US-Mexico border become overwhelmed. Environmental policy has come under renewed scrutiny as US public health organizations called for the dismissal of Environmental Protection Agency Chief Lee Zeldin, accusing him in an open letter of abandoning the agency's mission to protect public health and the environment. In another controversial move, Trump appointed Australian-born internet personality Nick Adams as a special presidential envoy, a decision critics say may reinforce perceptions that the administration is courting political controversy through unconventional appointments. Immigration enforcement concerns were further highlighted by a Canadian woman detained by Immigration and Customs Enforcement alongside her 7-year-old daughter, who warned other immigrants they could face detention even when following legal procedures, urging them to remain cautious while current policies remain in place. Together, these developments reflect a turbulent period in US politics, marked by intensifying foreign policy tensions, shifting domestic political dynamics, and ongoing debates over immigration, governance, and institutional authority.